Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 12. To throw is Wentz. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Dwayne Smoot. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake. Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Alley Cox. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Lawrence. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Finding room to the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited
and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 7 yards, the pickup there. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes, but they also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
21-0, our score after one. Etienne. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Eluding the pressure right.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Robinson again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now Wentz.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Touchdown! Naeem Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Check back 47. Check back 47. Here we go.
Wentz will try again on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Blankenship's kick is good.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Open man left side. It's a tight end man, Hurts.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Running out of the gun with ETN. DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That one good for 37 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 8.
103 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Colts look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling.
Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd-and-1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he's got Dorsett complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Will get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Laviska Chenault, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And now here's another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards and they do convert on third. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wentz running right on the option here.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's